Good evening, and thank you for joining for story number 3 for Bedtime Stories number 1. And be sure to tune in tomorrow night because I have a giveaway to announce, so that's pretty exciting. And also always leave comments down below if you have any questions or anything to say about these stories. It's much appreciated. And before we start, as always, I apologize for mispronouncing any of these words or names. I'm certain it will happen. But other than that, let's go ahead and get started with the story, and I'll have the text up and so you can read along as you like. The story tonight is called Rani, Maini. Fateh Chand was a noted landlord of Patna. People knew him as a Raja, the king. His wife Maini, also known as Rani, they had no children. They resorted to many amulets, incantations, worship, and recitation, but nothing bore fruit. Whenever Rani Maini saw Gobind Rai and his child army pass by her palace, her yearning for a child increased. One day, the Rani was immersed in deep thought on seeing the child army. A notion came to her mind that how nice it would be if Gobind Rai, the son of Mata or mother Gujri, may sit in her lap, call her mother and say, "I'm feeling very hungry, mother. Please give graham curry and fried cake, chole and puri, that you have prepared and kept inside to me and my companions." Getting these thoughts, she got up and began preparing curry and cake. The Rani had heard from Sikhs that the prince can read the mind. Having prepared curry and cake, the Rani sat outside to wait for the child army. In a short while, the leader of the child army came to the courtyard where the Rani was waiting. Entering the courtyard, the leader of the child army said, "Mother, bring the curry and cake that you have prepared. I and my companions are feeling very hungry." The Rani took the thought-reading master in her lap and fondled him with love. She gave curry and cake to the child master with her own hands and also to the rest of the child army. The Rani felt motherly bliss by feeding the prince in her lap like her own son. To get affection of a son, the Rani began to prepare curry and cake daily for the child army. Under pretext of serving meals, the Rani began to get love of a son daily. One day, the maid in service of the Rani appealed to the child master that the Rani did not have a child of her own. "She may be blessed with a son like you." The child master replied, "Only I resemble myself. None other can be like me. So if the Rani considers me her son, I shall become her son." From that day, the affection and love of the Rani for Prince Gobind Rai increased. After the departure of Prince Gobind Rai from Patna, the Rani constructed a gurdwara in her house where she served curry and cake to the children. In this way, she felt the presence of the prince and she got affection of a son. The gurdwara came to be known as Maini Sangat, where the blessed food of curry and cake is still distributed to the congregation to this day. All right, that concludes tonight's story. Again, thank you for watching. If you liked it, please hit like, and if you want to see more, please hit subscribe. And again, check out tomorrow night's video because I'm going to be announcing a giveaway, and I appreciate your time. Have a good night.